this tutorial we will be looking at a few ways you can make use of visual metering while producing and mixing. We'll analyze the frequency spectrum, stereo image and phase to spot a few problems in our example track. We'll then use a few simple tools to fix these issues. Let's back up and listen to what we are starting with. See if you can spot any problems in the mix by ear before we begin the visual forensics. Before we begin, I want to establish something very important. In reality, sound is always much more complex than any visual representation of it, so always trust your ears first and foremost. Never mix with your eyes. Use visual feedback in a supporting role to either confirm what you hear or don't hear, or to spot possible problems that might have slipped your ears. We'll be using the Vengeance Sound Scope metering plugin that comes with your issue of computer music. It shows you tons of very detailed information of your audio. It even has a waterfall display and separate mid-side frequency spectrums for the true geeks. It has become my go-to analysis plugin because it has everything I need to visualize what's going on in a mix. Load up the Vengeance Sound Scope plugin on your master output channel. This allows you to analyze the entire mix at once or examine individual channels or groups by soloing them. Scope is ready to go with its default settings. If you want to tweak it though to suit your individual needs, there are plenty of options for that as well. Start by listening to each track in solo mode while looking at the meters. Common problems that are easy to spot visually include unnecessary rumble in the low end, unbalanced stereo image, out of phase material, too quiet or too loud sub-bass, and unwanted resonant peaks. Let's scope these out.
Bringing me. Bringing me.
On the effects pad track, you can see there's some action at the low end of the spectrum. For the sound in question, this low frequency content is completely unnecessary. It's clogging up the low end of the mix and sitting in the way of the actual bass instruments, which in this case are the bass drum and the sub-bass track. Low-end rumble from several tracks can easily accumulate and cause muddiness in the mix. On the bass track, the stereo field meter shows that the bassline is shifted a little to the right in the stereo image. This can make the stereo image sound unbalanced as whole and can also cause problems with mono compatibility, especially if the track is ever to be pressed on vinyl. In addition, the spectrum shows the bassline might be lacking a little bit of extreme bottom end in the 40 to 70 Hz region. On the synth ARP track, we can see a nasty resonance peak at around 4770 Hz. The phase correlation meter on the stereo field page shows the material is also out of phase. This means trouble for vinyl too, and can also cause the left and right channels of the signal to cancel each other out when summed to mono, which many club sound systems do, for example. Not good. Now that we have identified several mix issues, let's get to work and fix them. We can sort out the low-end rumble on the effects pad track with a high-pass filter. I'm using the free and high-quality TDR VOS Slick EQ plugin, but you can use any EQ you like. Don't cut too much from your sounds though, as you can easily end up with a hollow sounding mix. Here I have ended up at 290 Hz. To center the bass, I'm using Dotec Audio's D-Monitor CM. I'm pulling the mid-size slider all the way down, which removes the track stereo signal while leaving the mono information intact. To bring up the sub, I'm applying a 5 dB boost at 30 Hz using Lindell Audio's 6X500 CM. This plugin also provides subtle transformer-style saturation, which helps the bass stand out. To fix the resonance on the synth up track, I'm using DDMF's 2EQ Pro CM. A notch filter at 4769 Hz with the highest Q setting does the trick. To get the signal back in phase, I'm reducing the stereo width setting from side widener. I simply had it set too wide. It's an easy mistake to make in the heat of the creative process. To evaluate what we've done, let's do a before-after comparison. The bass now sounds a lot more solid, because we made room for it by removing the rumble from effects pad track, centered the bass sound itself, and boosted the sub. The stereo image is in check, with out-of-phase material removed, and the nasty ringing resonance on the synth track is gone.